A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to movie 8 on the topic of formatting our research papers. In this movie 8, I want to introduce uh, the main sections of your research paper, of my research paper. Here, basically, my research paper and your research papers gonna be split into main sections: cover page, abstract, supervisor research supervision statement, candidate statement, acknowledgement, table of contents, abbreviations, list of tables, list of figures, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, and chapter 6. And then the main sections of your papers and thesis also, references, reference page, appendix A, appendix B, appendix C, etc. So you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there are multiple sections, main sections of your research papers. So at this point, I want to introduce one concept, quite important concept. Uh, the uh, the margin, the top margin for each main section have to be readjusted a little bit. You may ask me why readjustment again. Well, the answer is the adjustment is so minimal. It's so little. So, for example, we're gonna adjust. For example, we're gonna adjust the uh, uh, basically for cover page. You remember from the previous movie, before we enter the title of the research projects or our research study, we hit enter on our keyboard a couple of times. So basically, it is already adjusted. For abstract, we need to adjust it. We need to increase the top margin from 1 inch to 2 inches. Okay, and for uh, this page also, supervisor research supervision statement, the top margin need to be increased to 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. In particular, top margin have to be 2 inches for chapter 1, 2 inches for chapter 2, 2 inches for chapter 3, 2 inches for chapter 4, 2 inches for chapter 5, 2 inches for chapter 6, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. So let's go to making such adjustment. You're gonna learn something important. Let's go to our document. So you can see this is what we did together last time, ladies and gentlemen. Cover page, the top margin is already good, okay, because if we turn on the paragraph marker, we love the paragraph marker right now. You can see here we enter we hit enter on the keyboard 5 times, and then we enter the title of our study, thing like that. And we also put page number 1 for abstract, number 2 for supervisor research supervision statement, number 3 for candidate statement. And if you go down, ladies and gentlemen, we also assign correct page number. For example, page number 1 for chapter 1 introduction, something like that. So now let's start with chapter 1 introduction. So as you can see, if we go to page layout, and we go to margin, you can see or you go to custom margin, you can see the top margin of the whole paper is 1 inch. Top 1 inch, bottom 1 inch, outside 1 inch, inside 1.5 inches. So we need to increase the top margin for, as I said, for only the main section. Only the main section. In other words, only the first page of the main section. The margin need to increase to 2 inches. How do we do that? You might say, well, very simple. You just increase from 1 to 2. You just type in 1 to 2 and apply to the whole document, for example. Okay, let's try that. Let's click OK and let's see what happens. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can see here everything have changed. That is correct. This is 2 inches. 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 2 inches right now. 2 inches. 2 inches. The page 1 for chapter 1 introduction is 2 inches. If you go down, this is also 2 inches. Okay, page number 2 is 2 inches. And page number 3, yes, the main section, we want to have 2 inches. But ladies and gentlemen, if we do the way we have just done, all pages gonna have the top margin of 2 inches. Yeah, we only want 2 inches for the top margin for the start, okay, for the start of the main section. For example, chapter 1 introduction is the beginning of the main section. And what is the section here? The section is chapter 1 introduction. We only want 2 inch top margin. However, when introduction continues to subsequent pages, for example, page 2, page 3, page 4, we want page 2, page 3, page 4 to be at 1 inch top margin. Okay, so that is the requirement. That is the correct format. So that is not the correct way to make the adjustment. If we go to margin and we go to custom margin and we increase top margin from 1 to 2 inches and we apply to the whole document or something like that, that is not the correct way, because every page is going to be affected. In other words, every page gonna have 2 inch top margin. So let me Control Z to undo. So this is the trick, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say I want introduction. Let's start with chapter first. I want this page 1 to be to have a top margin of 2 inches, but I want to keep the same margin for page 2, page 3, page 4, for example. So this is the way to do it. We're gonna click on the end of the chapter 1 introduction, and we're gonna go to page layout. We go to breaks. We go to you might say next page, section break next page. please, we don't want to go to next page. We're gonna select section breaks continuous. Okay, so I want to explain the concept of section break continuous, and it's different from section break next page. For section break next page, we want to break the chain or the link between the first page and the second page. In order to do that, we need to go to page layout, breaks, and next page. If we do that, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna isolate chapter 1 introduction from the next page. If we select section break next page, oppositely, or however, section break continuous. Okay, let me undo. In order to get section break continuous, we go to page layout tab, breaks, and section breaks continuous. So the concept is this. Now we basically, ladies and gentlemen, isolate chapter 1 introduction. So this one line, this one paragraph, okay, this one phrase now is isolated from the rest of the document, from other text in the document. In other words, when you see the marker section break continuous after a sentence or a paragraph, it simply means this this short section, okay, is independent, is isolated from the rest of the document. So that's what we mean by section break continuous. So now it's isolated. It is a section. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, it is a section on itself, a section on its own. So now we are ready to adjust the margin, because the requirement is every key section of the research paper have to have a top margin of 2 inches. But again, next page is the same. The top margin is the same. So we already apply section break continuous. Let's put the cursor on a particular word, and let's go to margin, custom margin, and we can adjust from 1 to 2 inches right now. Now it's 2 inches. You can see here. This is 2 inches. I want to apply to this section only. Let's see. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now it's 2 inches. I need to remove the paragraph marker here so that chapter overview gonna go up. We don't want to leave any space between chapter 1 introduction and chapter overview. It should be double space. So now it's basically 2 inches. Let's scroll down whether page number 2 is affected or not. Is it affected? It is not affected. This is the correct format. Now let's do this also, ladies and gentlemen. Chapter 2, review of related literature. So we click on make sure that the cursor is at the end of the section that we want to have page. We want to have section break continuous, and then we go to page layout, breaks, and continuous. So we can delete the extra space. Basically, we don't see break continuous, but if you hit, because there's no space to accommodate the text. So we have that section break continuous. Let's put the cursor somewhere in the middle and go to margin and custom margin. Now we can hit 2, okay, 2 inches, and apply to this section only. Let's click OK. Now it's 2 inches, ladies and gentlemen. We want to, I'm sorry, sorry. Okay. We want to remove the extra space. Now it's 2 inches. Let's do the same for this one. Breaks, continuous, and remove the extra space. Put the cursor in the middle. Go to margin, custom margin, and type 2 inches. Apply to this section. Okay. So for chapter 4, we have to do the same. For chapter 4, I want to do the same. Breaks, continuous, and put the cursor here. Margin, custom margin, and 2 inches. Okay. So for discussion, we're gonna do the same. For conclusion, limitations, the same. Reference, let's do reference also. We have to do all of them. Reference, the margin have from the top have to be 2 inches. So we're gonna apply the breaks continuous, and top margin gonna be 2 inches. So everything look good to go. Appendix A also, Appendix B also. So everything look good to go. Let's apply to this one also. Abstract, continuous. Put the cursor in the middle. Let's go to 2 inches. This section. So you get it. So this is the end of the. We have to do this. Okay. Also, we have to do this also. All the main sections. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last movie on, page layout, on page layout, and margins and custom margin and mirrors margin for our research paper. And I shall see you again very soon when we go to movie number 9 on the same topic, where we're gonna talk about formatting, about heading level 1, heading level 2, heading level 3, or something like that, for reporting your research findings or research results. Thank you.